Come into a comfortable cross-legged position, and you can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor. And begin to slow down your breath. Using these first few moments of class to transition, allowing yourself time to mentally, physically arrive. Setting aside whatever mental projects you've been working on, plans, problems. And giving yourself permission to just be here doing this. And anytime you notice that your mind has wandered on to something else, just as soon as you notice, come back to where you are. Slow down your breath again. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's start with a gentle twist. You can bring your left hand across, your right hand to the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate a little bit more, looking back over your shoulder. Keep going in this direction, but then turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder like you're wringing out. And then release and switch. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. And breath by breath, see what's possible. A little more height, a little deeper twist. Keep going this direction, turn your head the other way. And then release, back around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front and put a little pressure between the arms like you're gonna pull them apart. Spreading between the shoulder blades, getting into the upper back. And then release and interlace behind your back. Maybe the other thumb on top this time. Open up the chest. You're welcome to stay upright or fold forward, and folding maybe just dropping your head or coming part way or all the way to the floor. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs. So the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder, press down through the left shoulder, exploring a stretch on the left side of the neck. And then rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, and now even more through your right shoulder, looking for a stretch on right side of the neck. Let's rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth. Half circles or 3/4 circles. Watching the sensation move from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release arms, head floats back up. Let's bring hands to the floor behind us. Shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift your heart. Take it as high as you can. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way back up. Let's bring feet to the floor, hip width apart. Shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet and take a little rock front to back. As you rock your weight forward, looking for a stretch through the toes. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. Also waking up your hands, getting your hands ready for more weight soon. And then drop the heels, lift the hips, and come to hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take a sway or shake out or any movement that helps you get in your body. And then let's plant the hands near the front of the mat and come into a high push-up position. Step your feet back, connect your head to your heels, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up, and then come into your back bend. Cobra or up dog, as low or high as feels right for you. You might take it gently at first or take a little movement, feeling how this is now. When you're ready, make your way back to down dog. Take your time. Tend to all the details you are aware of, setting the pose up consciously. And keep coming back to slow, deep breaths. Let's drop the knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Mountain pose, couple extra breaths here, feeling grounded, feeling your full length. Let's take a full A series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it over, side bend. Over to the other side. Grab your right wrist. Take it over. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Heart lifts as the hips sink. Release, arms up. And then tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. Can you let the weight of your head hang just like ragdoll? Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Drop the back heel, inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. Maybe there's some other movement. Feel what you are doing. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it across, little side bend. Come over to the other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Non-dominant way. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off your hips. Let the upper body release. One more breath here. Big step back. Warrior one. Engaging what's useful and keep letting go what's not needed here. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog, however you want to get there. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog or child's pose or sitting. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend, strong core supporting you. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down, same thing other side. Reach a little further out, come up, and release down. Interlace your fingers. Press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels. Could come all the way up. Keeping breath deep while you're concentrating on balancing. And then begin to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, could be lower. Try not to overstretch your hamstrings. Last breath here. Release, drop your hands, drop your heels, drop your head, let that go. Bend your knees, sweep the arms up, inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Take the hips back and down like you're sitting into a chair. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, just one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's take warrior three. Shift forward and find your balance. You're welcome to modify. Keep your torso high, leg low. If you do tip forward, keep the torso and back leg connected, straight long line. One more breath here. Step back, warrior one, just one breath. Release through your movement transition, whatever that is. Left leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior three. feeling right where you are, wherever you are now. Is there anything to expand or lengthen? Is there anything to release or let go of? Last breath. Step back, warrior one. Release through your movement transition. Back to your rest, letting go. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Come in. Step right back to warrior one. And then let's open out, warrior two. Take your time, adjusting. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. And straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. Slow, steady breath. Just taking one thing at a time from down dog when you're ready. Left leg sweeps up. Feeling that. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back, warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And settle into a good rest, whatever that is for you. Come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Let's take a few balancing poses. So we'll get steady on 2 feet to begin. Feel your feet into the ground. Might shift your weight a little, tuning into the soles of the feet. And then bring the right leg up for tree, Vrikshasana, as high as you're able. Maybe all the way to the inner thigh, but as low as you need. Could even be the inner ankle. Arms can be out. You're also welcome to use a chair or a wall. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up. How much can you lengthen away from the sole of the foot? Let's release, shake that out. Same thing, other side. Left leg comes up as high as you can, as low as you need. You can choose your challenge. And how much ease can you find in what you're doing, even if there is wobbling and falling? And then release. Shake that out. Okay, let's take a hip stretch balance. So we're going to cross the right ankle like a figure 4 above the left knee. Sink the hips back and down, reaching your head and your sit bones away from one another. Arms can be out to steady you, can be on your shin, could be on a block or the floor. Keep lengthening your head away from your sit bones. And then bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Let's come up to standing and open the right leg out to the side. The left arm can be out to steady you. You can keep your leg as bent as you need or straighten it part way or all the way. Try not to lift the right hip up. See if you can keep the pelvis square, neutral. And then release. Shake that out. Feel both feet, grounding, and then move over to the other side. Left ankle crosses above the right knee. You might feel this side a little bit more as supporting leg works a lot in our balance. So stretching that left outer hip. Any arm position, including using something, the floor, a block, a chair. And then left hand comes to the inside of the left foot. As you rise up, open your leg out to the left. And you are looking for your limits. It shouldn't look or feel any different than it does for you. You can explore what's possible, but don't worry about what it ends up looking like. Can there be ease here? Let's release. Shake that out. And we'll bring feet hip width apart. Hands to the top of the buttocks. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can. Sternum rising up. Maybe a little bit higher last moment. And then release, fold forward. Bend your knees as much as you need to. If you're able, grab your big toes. Once you have hold, lengthen and fold. Pull your head towards the floor, tractioning out your spine. Let's release. Lower the hips. We'll come into a squat, malasana. You're welcome to widen your stance or turn out your feet to make this more comfortable. You can also sit on something like a block or slide something like a blanket under your heels. Once you have your position with the legs, let's open up the knees using the elbows. And as best you can, roll your shoulders back and down so the chest is open. We'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom, connecting that to the top. Feel the full length and space that you take up. And let's release. Lift the hips. You can bring the feet back to parallel. And take any arm position here. You want to interlace your fingers behind your back or grab a handful of your hair. Could give your neck and shoulders a squeeze. In a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. If you would like to get a crow pose in on your way, you are welcome. You could step or hop out of crow. If you don't feel like doing crow today, find your way back to down dog. You might step back, you might take a vinyasa to get back. Feel whatever it is you're choosing to do right now. Eventually, making your way back to down dog. From down dog, let's bring the right knee forward for a pigeon pose, right side. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. And see if any support is useful. Do you want to tuck something under your hips or rest your forehead or chest on anything? And keep coming back to slow, deep breaths. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have something under your right hip, move it out of your way so you can lean to the right, and we'll slide the left knee forward, getting set up for half hero on the left side. So you can move your right foot just enough so that your left knee points straight to the front of your mat, left toes point straight back. If you want to roll your calf muscle out of your way, you could. And if this feels too tight on the knee, ankle, or hip, a lift under the hips could make it less, like sitting on a block or blanket. If your ankle feels tight, you can pad your ankle. Lean back, pick up the hips, tuck your tailbone, and keep tucking it as you release the hips down. So we're opening through the front of the left hip. You can stay on your hands. You can explore coming down lower, maybe to one elbow, could be to both elbows, could be all the way back. If none of this is working, or if there's pain in the knee, you could instead roll to your right side, taking the pressure off your left leg. Keep going towards tailbone tucking, opening up the front of the left hip. To release, let's lean to the right. I'm going to straighten that left leg and then give a little rub to the knee, the ankle, working out any tightness. And we'll fold over that straight left leg, Janu Shirshasana. So you can bring the right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Square off your torso towards that straight leg as you fold. You might grab your foot or something around the foot or hands on the floor or some combination of those. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Make your way to down dog. Transition can be a time to integrate what you've done. Notice the difference on the two sides. From down dog, when you're ready, left knee comes forward. Pigeon pose, left side. Scoot back through the right leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. If any support would be useful, feel free to grab a prop. You can always make little adjustments. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. If you have anything under your hips in your way, move it out of your way so you can lean to the left. Slide the right knee forward, half euro on the right side. You might move your calf muscle out of the way. You might sit up on something or add padding under your foot. Lean back. Tuck the tailbone. Keep tucking the tailbone. To release, let's lean to the left. Straighten that right leg out. Give a little rub to the joints, your knee, your ankle, foot. And then we'll fold over that straight right leg. You can adjust the left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh. Use your hands to support you where it makes sense for you, whether that's on your foot, a strap, or the floor, or some combination. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's take a seated vinyasa or any other movement transition to even out the two sides, integrate what you've just done. Let's come all the way through to sitting. Let's take a supported fish. So there's many ways to do this. If you know how you like to do it, you can come right into it. Otherwise, I'll show a few options. And if you would prefer to do something else to wrap up, feel free to do that. So you might lie over blocks or blankets or rolled up yoga mat or foam roller. Something is going to go behind the upper back. The higher the thing you choose, the more intense it will be. The smaller, the less intense. So you choose your challenge. Depending on how high the thing is behind your back, you might want something else supporting your head. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. If the first thing you've chosen isn't working, try something else. You could use a blanket, make a little roll and use that. Whatever it is, it's going to go pretty high up the upper back, about where a bra strap hits if you wear those. And then once you've found your position, settle in. How much can you let go here? If there's any overarching in the lower back, keep tucking the tail, lengthening your tailbone towards your heels. And this is a position you could just keep letting go into. So if you want to stay even longer, you are welcome. If you're ready to release now, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, taking the pressure off your props. And then lean to one elbow to move your things out of your way. And just take a moment with back flat, feeling the effect of where you were, how it is now. And then I'll suggest a supported bridge next. Again, you can do whatever you want. If there's something else you'd prefer, do that. If you want to join me for supported bridge, place something under your sacrum. So the sacrum's a little bit lower than the lower back. This could be high or low, hard or soft, finding something that feels right for you, letting your hips rest down upon it. And you could just rest here in stillness. Or if you want to join me for a hip flexor stretch, bring your right knee to your chest and straighten the left leg. Let the front of the left hip open up. Let's switch. Bring the left knee in. Drop the right leg long. Let the front of the right hip yawn open. When you feel even on the two sides, come to neutral. So it could be both knees into the chest, could be both feet on the floor, could be legs straight up in the air or along the floor. And you're welcome to adjust the height or placement of your props. How much can you let go where you are? If you're enjoying where you are and you want to stay longer, you're welcome to. If you're ready to come out of it, take all the time you need, checking in with your body. Just asking again, what's needed now? Is there a last pose or stretch or something you're wanting to do to wrap up this practice? Is there a part of your body that needs a little attention? You can take your time with any last poses or self-massage or adjusting your clothing or grabbing props, whatever you need to get comfortable and ready for your last final resting pose. Eventually settling into a symmetrical position, letting go of the control of your breath. Letting the weight of your body release. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. You can begin to move your wrists and ankles. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.